Welcome to another week of our virtual summer camp. My name is Mary Ann Wright, and I'm a 4-H area educator with Lincoln University Cooperative Extension. This week is all about food and nutrition, and I am happy to introduce my friend Lavita, who is here to help me today with our grab-and-go activities. Lavita, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Hello, campers. My name is Lavita Lockridge, and I work for Lincoln University Expanded Food Nutrition Education Program. I have been doing this for 10 years, and I offer services to youth and families with children.
Yay, so we're happy to have Lavita, and she is going to be doing both of our grab-and-go activities this week, which are fun and easy recipes. If you have registered with us, you should have received your packet yesterday. So go ahead and look in the back of your packet for your grab-and-go sheet entitled Energy Bites. Now, if you don't have a packet, you can still join us because this is going to be posted on our Pemiscot County 4-H Facebook page. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Lavita, and she's going to tell us about today's recipe.
Thank you, Mary Ann.
You're welcome.
So before we get started with this activity today, before we start the grab-and-go activity, the first thing I would like to remind you campers is to wash your hands thoroughly, okay? So you've already washed your hands, so we're just going to get started with this grab-and-go activity. And for today's activity, the things that you'll need will be creamy peanut butter. You will need honey. You will need non-fat dry milk, oatmeal, instant oatmeal, by the way, and Rice Krispie or crispy rice. I hope that you have most of these pantry supplies already at home. If not, you can find them at your local grocery store. They're not very expensive at all. And so let's just get started, okay? It's fairly easy to make these energy bites. You'll need a mixing bowl and you'll need a spatula, okay? So your very first ingredient, your peanut butter. We're going to use 1/4 cup and we're going to mix it. We're going to just put all of our ingredients into our mixing bowl.
Now, if you have one of our grab-and-go packets this week, you might have a couple of the Jif to-go packs, and 2 of those equals 1/4 of a cup. So you're going to use both of those packets in your recipe.
Okay. And our next recipe, 1/4 cup honey. This is some good stuff. Did you know that honey was locally grown also in Carruthersville by Mr. Sam Crow and is sold at our local grocery store? You can find it at Hayes. Our next ingredient is 1 cup of instant non-dairy milk, dry milk. It's kind of a tongue twister saying that, and especially when you're not used to using it.
Non-fat dry milk, or some people refer to it as instant milk.
Instant milk. Okay. Our next ingredient is 1/2 cup of instant oatmeal. Make sure you get the instant oatmeal and not the
just regular steel rolled or anything like that. It won't really make your recipe inedible, but it will taste better if it's instant oats. It will be a little softer.
Okay. And we just dump it in like that. And next, for our final ingredient, 1/4 cup of crispy rice, or as you may want to call it, Rice Krispie. All of our ingredients, you'll see, are inside of the bowl. Just as easy as that. Next thing we're going to do is just stir and mix all of our ingredients together, just like that.
So this mixture is going to be a little bit dry, but that's okay. Just keep mixing. And if you received our packet this week, all of your ingredients are already measured out. But if you are making this from items in your home, you'll get to practice your measuring skills.
And I'm stirring. Make sure you get to the bottom of it and make sure you get the corners and stir it very wet. Just take your time and make sure you stir all the ingredients and mix them together, because the peanut butter kind of clumps in the middle. So make sure you take your time.
But that peanut butter and the honey is what's really going to hold these energy bites together. If you have trouble and it's really, really dry and you're having problems when you start to form your energy bites, a tip that I like to use is just go ahead and rinse your hands and then kind of sprinkle them off so you're not having soaking wet hands, just a little bit damp, and then you can form the balls with just a little bit of moisture on your hands, and that will help you when you're preparing those.
And your mixture, when you're almost finished, your mixture should look something like this, okay? Just make sure you get it all.
So now it looks like we're ready to go ahead and form our energy bite. So Levita, what she's going to do, she's made sure she has really clean hands.
Yes.
And she's just going to go ahead and get her hands right in there. And this can also help with the mixing. If there's anything else that needs to be mixed, just go ahead and get your hands in there and just really mix it up well.
And we're going to form these 1 inch.
About 1 inch.
Okay.
Now you can make them bigger if you want, but 1 inch would mean that you get to eat 2 of them for a serving.
Okay.
So,
and as Marianne said, it is it's not really sticking. You got to really apply some pressure to it to form a ball.
But then when you do, you will get some balls that look like this, some little energy bites. So your recipe is going to make 8 energy bites. So that's 4 servings. And these are ready to go. They're ready to eat right now. So you can go ahead and put them in a serving bowl, or if you're saving them for later, you want to make sure that you have an airtight food storage container. And then you can just leave them out at room temperature and they'll be ready to go whenever you need a little pick-me-up.
Sounds good to me, Marianne.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us today. It was exciting to have our special guest for virtual summer camp today, and I'm happy to announce that Levita is going to be joining us again when we post our video on Thursday, so join us back then. Okay, guys, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.